Welcome back to Making the Case. I'm Yodit Tewolde. Let's take a quick look at some of the biggest legal stories trending today. A date has been set in the state case against the other 3 former Minneapolis police officers charged with aiding and abetting in the murder of George Floyd last year. Thomas Lane, Tou Thao and J. Alexander King will stand trial on March 7, 2022, with opening statements set to begin on March 28th. The family of Alton Sterling have settled with the Baton Rouge Police Department for $4.5 million over his killing in 2016. Police officers shot and killed Sterling outside a convenience store where he was allegedly selling CDs. No charges were brought against the officers. The death, which happened one day before the shooting death of Philando Castile by police, ignited a summer of protests over police violence. Tomorrow marks 5 years since a lone gunman attacked Orlando's Pulse nightclub. Our correspondent Stephanie Bertini is covering the grim milestone from where it happened. Tonight, she brings us the personal story of a survivor.
It doesn't get better, you get stronger.
He survived the mass shooting, but Demetrius Nallings lost his best friend.
I will never forget his face.
Eddie Justice was just 30 years old.
Plenty of memories.
They went out to Orlando's Pulse nightclub on June 12, 2016 for a good time.
And we ordered a drink and never got that drink because at 2 o'clock when they were calling last call, the shooter came in and started to shoot.
He says he remembers everything so clearly.
And you can taste the gunpowder because it was so close.
Let's go.
As a lone gunman fired shots at innocent people, Nallings and his friend first tried to hide.
We ran to the women's bathroom.
Then they tried to get out.
I remember him grabbing my hand and I said, "Don't let go, I'm gonna get us out of here."
Their hands were separated and Nallings never saw his friend alive again. Later, he learned Eddie Justice went back into that bathroom, and that's where he took his last breath. 49 people were murdered, more than 50 others were hurt. Countless lives forever changed. The entire city of Orlando will never be the same.
We would not be defined by one hate-filled act of a demented killer. We would be defined by a response with love, compassion, and unity. And I feel like our community has embraced that notion that very day all the way to this day.
Pulse nightclub is now a memorial site, a place where survivors, the families and friends of victims, and the rest of the community comes for comfort. As the years go by, for Nallings, coming here doesn't get any easier.
This place, even standing here, makes me sick. It does something to me. A part of me was left here that night.
How do you live without Eddie?
I'm living. And reason why I'm living is because I think my best friend would want me to continue to mention his name, that he didn't just die in a bathroom at a nightclub, or he wasn't just a gay man.
In Orlando, I'm Stephanie Bertini for BNC.